because like we're on.
Oh, we are. Hey! That's a lot of excitement.
A lot of excitement.
No. What's
up? It has been
I'm gonna chill.
No, go ahead.
Hey guys.
Get started.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Hi guys. It's UA.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Lo-Fi Otaku 5. Oh.
You need more.
I need more. One more.
You need more love.
I'm good. I'm using this one right now.
Oh, you switching between them?
I'm switching between them.
That's so cool.
She's so fancy.
Look, man, I gotta try to keep up with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
What you mean, y'all?
Johnny Martin, don't pay them any attention.
Y'all don't do that. Don't start with me. Talking about y'all.
Oh, shh. So, SBF, if you can't tell, and we are here to shoot the breeze for a little bit and discuss animes, and I'm gonna throw some topics at these fellas that they don't know what's going on, because that's what I like to do in the middle of the night, just find random things to discuss.
This is why she called us here.
She communes with nature in the morning and then calls us and we talk.
Mm-hmm.
This is how it works. So it's telling everything. Why is it telling everything? So I'm going to start with.
And she got a tablet now. This is.
She's so fancy, y'all. She's so fancy.
Official. Like we gotta.
Yeah, I don't want to see. I gotta keep it away.
Oh yeah. Oh, you don't want to see.
Yeah, I don't want to see anything. Yeah.
Okay. Well, first off, just talk about what y'all been up to. Well, I can find it.
Oh my goodness, what have I been up to? I've been working, and I'm getting to it. Jeez, I've been streaming, and I might have been cheating on this podcast and another one, but that's not the point.
Come on, bro.
Y'all don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Twitch.tv/unconscioufatmosphere.
Okay.
And
what?
All I heard is that I've been cheating.
That's Chocolate Storm in the back in the middle of it. That she's it's okay. Go ahead and discuss your other love affair podcast, please, because we rep them all.
yeah, so I've been a part of the What They Won't Say podcast, where we talk about stuff that we don't talk about here. Well, we talk about that a little bit, but we talk about random stuff, relationships. I'm stuck because we've been on relationships for a while. We've been talking about the holidays. We've been talking about what else we've been talking.
I don't know, but don't give tidbits. You haven't showed y'all haven't spoke about holidays live yet.
Oh yeah, ooh.
But it's okay. It's okay.
Episode 6 coming soon. Sorry. My bad. Dang, I was not supposed to give any of that away.
It's all right though, because we're gonna leave it like that.
But yeah, go check it out.
5-0. What you
I
been up
ain't
to?
really been up to much. I moved recently, so my channel is down since I ain't got much bandwidth. I did try a stream the other day, and it was not good.
Oh.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'll get better.
We're gonna get you back.
We gonna get you back.
Whew.
Why didn't I do this to begin with?
Merry Easter, everybody.
Merry Easter.
Yeah, we got one of those coming up too. We're gonna
Merry Easter.
ugly sweater it this year. Yeah.
I gotta get an ugly sweater.
I want an ugly sweater.
You got
got
one.
one.
This doesn't count.
Okay.
Yes, it does. I love this sweater.
So my first surprise topic for them,
Chocolate Star loves girls.
for Merry Easterin. Did you guys know that PlayStation 5 is supposed to be dropping?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Did you also know that they are creating a cartridge?
No.
What? Like
No.
an old school gaming cartridge kind of thing?
So it's a company that came across their kit, came across their plans. So, that's how everything was leaked about PlayStation 5 dropping.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they also came across some other plans that says they're starting to make some cartridge-based games. So it's not necessarily, they're not sure if it's going to be directly connected to the PlayStation 5 or if there would be a PS Vita 2.
Oh.
So how would you feel having to go back to the PS2 days?
I think it's great. I don't have a beef with. First of all, I love cartridges. I think they're safer. I think they're better. That shell casing, go back to the days of the.
Back to the 90s.
There you go.
Is it working now?
Extra.
Click it off. Click it on.
Yep. Get some alcohol. Get the little.
No, that worked. That worked. I was all fine and well and good with cartridges until I got to the very last few stages of the original Kingdom Hearts, and it became corrupted, and that's why I never finished it.
What cartridge was you playing on?
And it was on.
Oh,
yes.
The UMD thing.
Yes.
I forgot about those, but those are like discs to me. Because they got that little piece that you were able to. So to me, those are like just like the PS Vita has the little cartridges, and the Nintendo DS stuck with cartridges. The Switch still has cartridges. Fun fact about those. Did you know that on the, because they're so tiny, they have, they're easily, kids can eat them. Well, apparently that they have this very foul tasting coating on them.
Oh, well, that's brilliant.
So that you will not eat them. I have not personally tried it. No.
Here's the question though: how did they figure that out to put it on?
Someone had
Nintendo, they are geniuses.
You're right.
Somebody's paid to lick the cartridges.
They still run the race with PlayStation and Xbox because they're Nintendo. They're geniuses. They always will be. And Pokemon.
I'm sharing with them what the cartridge is going to look like.
That looks like the old
floppy disk.
No, it looks like the Nintendo cartridge.
Yeah.
The ones that were kind of like more advanced, but they have more stuff on them. I didn't understand when you played the Japanese only games and you had to put the adapter to them.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what it looks like.
I used to play Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I might have to go back to cartridges.
I always wanted
to take back my childhood.
Okay, so let's go back to our childhood. We're already paying $60 a disc.
Oh,
would it be worth $65 a cartridge?
Well,
see, my emotions in gaming, they'll just take my wallet from me, and I won't object to it. So just.
All right, Fry.
If you took it back to those days, we're basically paying the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't really change. The fact that we're paying $60 for a cartridge is the same. We paid $60 for something no bigger than my finger to put into the Nintendo Switch. So
yeah,
it really doesn't. And I'm still trying to figure out how does Nintendo Switch do that.
The geniuses.
You put Breath of the Wild on that.
They're geniuses, man.
Yeah, they are.
Plus, most of them are Japanese.
All right. Yeah.
I didn't mean to say that came out the wrong way.
You know what?
I didn't hear it until after I said it.
Let me get this back. Oh my gosh. We will not. We will not.
Oh my God.
So, I'm going to go to something that's been cracking me up recently.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about the kid that got banned for life of Fortnite?
No. I don't play Fortnite, so.
Well, I don't play it either, but it's.
Well, I don't hear somebody got banned for life.
But how do you get banned for life?
Well, you do know all games have things like battle line, things of that nature to kind of keep you into, kind of keep your gameplay on. Does that make you feel better?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all in the shot.
It keeps your gameplay honest. So the sensors kind of pick it up, like, okay, his shots are too well, or her
like an aimbot or something.
Well,
that's what he did. Now here's the problem: the kid is a professional player. He gets paid.
Oh no!
11.6 million pounds.
That's like 10 million.
10.5 million.
Yeah, US.
Yeah.
He's 17 years old.
Oh no!
His family still lives back in Great Britain. He has this beautiful mansion out here in Cali.
Mm-hmm.
So him being a kid, decided to make fun videos while he wasn't being professional. His off time. He grabbed an aimbot, he got in, and he said, well, we'll make these funny videos. And then the poor baby posted it.
So wait, you're saying that when he was playing legit.
When he was playing and he was doing his professional work, it was straight out legit, like kid got skills.
And then he decided it was a good idea.
To do it casual.
Right, and when he did it casual, it wasn't under his name. He has like a different account, everything, to stay away from his professional career. But the problem is he posted it. It wasn't like I did it and showed you guys.
Yeah.
He posted it. Like his fans have
So
gone
he posted
wild.
him using, like he said, I'm going to use an aimbot.
Yes. And he's banned for life. So he has left this big, beautiful mansion. Like Shorty's 17 with a stripper pole in the crib. Like he's living the life of a 17-year-old, as they should.
Are a dummy. I will say it. You dumb. You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real. Why?
I'm getting ready to invest in those.
Why would you? But what made you think that was okay? It's one thing to do it and not let them know that you're using the aimbot. It's a whole nother thing to say, hello, I'm little Timmy and I'm going to use an aimbot.
For someone who
Have,
does not like
have.
the accent.
Y'all leave me alone. I do voices. This is what I do. That's my life.
Well, he has this very touching video on Twitter.
Oh no. Is he crying?
Yes.
He's
So
crying.
we're going to see if I can get the pull up for you guys. Because he's very
If you
upset.
had to do
He's
that
hurt.
thing to the screen, I would have died. Let me tell you something.
I
Here you go.
I haven't
Oh.
perfected it yet.
Okay.
Oh, we gotta get in the video. Just throw it up. Throw it up.
I'm gonna get the commercials.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
yeah,
this is
it's all good.
this is their free
I just want
advertisement.
to see this to Timmy.
But
Okay.
here we go.
Hey, Seth, can I have some more Fortnite?
Having to grow up so
Look at
fast
this
and
kid.
try and act like an adult at such a young age. Like I know how important it is to set a good example for everybody who watches my videos, and I've just been taking a lot of time to reflect on everything. One thing I've been thinking about the most is how to move forward. I want to let you all know that you're going to make mistakes in life, but the most important thing is how you learn from those mistakes and become a better person. I've spent the last 2 years of my life consumed in my content. I'll legit wake up every single day ready to film whatever idea I thought of the night before, and then I'll immediately start planning my video for the next day and the day after. I've literally filmed like thousands of videos, and I haven't really taken a break since I started. Taking a break isn't going to be easy, but I know it's the right thing.
So anyway, so basically what he's saying is that he has to get into a boxing ring with another streamer so that he can gain his fame back, Logan Paul. Anyway,
Yes.
speaking of which, he lost.
He lost.
He lost.
Wow.
Oh.
He was getting pieced up. Do you hear me?
Oh.
Anyway, sorry. I was actually rooting for him. I ain't gonna sit there and lie. I don't like KSI. So
But I mean, I
Might
thought
be
Logan was
accent.
gonna make the comeback just because he was in the Cobra Kai show.
yeah,
Wasn't he in the Cobra Kai?
was he?
Or did he have the other one?
I don't know.
He had
I
some
just
horror
see-
show on there. I know.
I just
on
knew he was
YouTube.
They the first match ended in a draw. The second one, they actually had 10-ounce gloves on. They didn't have no face guards. They was really fighting.
It's really going on.
But Logan Paul, he kind of got scared.
Oh.
I don't know. KSI was a little too confident. He was piecing. I mean, when I seen him get hit with right hands, I was like,
You know, Logan, he makes his.
but $16
Money with
million
his face.
to make you want to fight
He
somebody.
don't make no money with that.
Oh yeah, I'd fight
$16 million. I'll go fight somebody for $16 million.
Mama, come here. Let's go.
I'll
But
fight
anyway.
anyway. Off $16 million. I'll lose.
Yeah,
I'll lose. Won't get
we're gonna
paid.
go fight. Back to this kid though.
Back to the kid. He So that was his salute. That was his going away. He's moved back to the UK or getting ready to if he hasn't yet. So I don't know if he's selling his home or someone else is going to rent it out.
So he's taking a break.
He's taking a break.
He got fired. That's what.
Now, while he's doing it, while he's taking his break, all his fans and everyone are kind of in the community are kind of in a mixed bag. Like, let him back. And I kind of agree with lessening the ban. Like, he's banned for life when there was 2 people who played in championships caught cheating. And they only got a 2-week ban, but they banned him for life.
He didn't get caught in a championship.
That's what I'm saying. He's
No,
not in
that's
a
why I'm-
championship. That's kind of retarded. I mean,
Yeah.
dumb. Sorry, that was dumb. You don't. You know what I'm saying? You don't. Like you shouldn't ban somebody for having fun. I can't. Like if he was doing it the whole time, but maybe, just maybe, the people of Fortnite are questioning his other
That's probably what it said.
And I'm
games and
thinking that
stuff like
too.
that. Because
I'm
you
thinking
want
that
all
too.
this money. Who's to say you had knowledge of this aimbot? Who's to say you weren't using it the whole time? Which kind of sucks, but
Like, everyone
I
has
mean, you
knowledge
really
of
got to
him.
think when you're doing this stuff. Like, I don't know the first thing about an aimbot. I don't know how to use it. I wouldn't know how to use it if it ever came across me. But I've heard of this thing, and I've heard people yell out aimbot, and I'm like, what the heck is an aimbot? It wasn't until maybe a month ago I really discovered what an aimbot was.
Really?
Yeah, no clue.
I mean, I don't know how to look them up. But
I've been
I was
told,
about to
you
get
know,
legit and get my ass kicked.
Yeah, I don't even fool with it. So this is the last one.
It's on the dark web.
I thought
No. You from legit.
I figured you guys would get a kick out of this. Yes. You're did you peek? Did you see what it says? I want faces before I announce it. Do you see what that says?
Hold on.
Yes.
Let's talk about this. Let's I'll be taking over.
Yeah, there you go. I figured.
Super Mario 64 Land, an enormous fan-made Mario game, is out now. I'm gonna talk to Lo-Fi about this because somebody, because somebody has never ever played Super Mario 64. Thank you. Don't do this to me. Do not do this. Do not make me the only person here who has played Super Mario 64.
Because I played Super Mario Bros. On Super Nintendo and I just transferred it. Yeah, you're probably the only one.
The
Bro.
only one.
Oh my goodness.
You are the only one.
I'm going to my dad's house to go get my Nintendo 64. Y'all are going to play this game.
And we should do it.
Yeah,
I will happily do it.
The
And
original
we'll post it
120 stars. If you really played it.
if you really played it, and I didn't.
Oh my goodness. So let me just look at this right now, because y'all just, it's a mod. Yeah, I get it, but I want to try it.
We're gonna find out how to get it, and
Let me hold on.
make it happen.
I'm gonna hit play right here because I just want to see. Sorry, y'all.
Too loud.
Oh, that is beautiful. Oh wait, what is that?
See, y'all lost me at jumping puzzles.
It's so dope. Like, it is Super Mario 64.
Oh, I did play that. No, we played. I played that.
You got nervous.
I remember. I'm sorry. Sorry, bro.
But the mods are so dope.
Yeah, this looks really clean. This is
Like,
this fan base
handmade though.
This is beautiful.
who is,
So, what is his name again? I want to shout him out because
yeah, like, I'm sorry. I can stop that right there because that was beautiful. That's beautiful. That guy.
so Kaze E, because I don't want to mess your name up, bro. But this is really dope. This is really dope that you've created
That
this.
is amazing. Super Mario 64 was like, I remember the day, like I had a Nintendo 64. Wait, which one did I? I think I had the game but no system. Yeah, I had the game but no system. I had Super Mario 64, but I didn't have a system. And I remember the day my dad finally walked in. I know, shout out to my dad. He done went to store after store after store. Ended up paying $400 for a Nintendo 64. Whew. That's why I still got it. Yeah, and he came in with that Nintendo 64. I went crazy. Popped into Mario. I think that was the first time, you know, they tell you games give you seizures and stuff like that. Like,
That was the first time
I played it so much, I started getting headaches.
Oh my gosh.
Because I would not, like, I was a perfectionist with the game too, so I had to get all the stars.
Had to go back and start over.
Go back, found out you could get the 6 stars, and you get the 7 star for getting 100 coins. Yeah.
Oh, he played for real.
Yeah,
I
played
it. I did the same thing with Rampage.
Yep. I was a...
But you know what? I'm glad you said that.
But I'm excited for this.
I'm glad you said that because I have an issue with casual players. Like, this literally just jumped in my head. If I'm not good at a game, I'll suck it up and either I'm going to drop it or I'm going to get good at it. Those games back in the day, there was no pause. There was no...
Apex playing too. You've been on it.
Whose?
Yours.
I mean, I got clips.
You can drop some bodies. I got to get that Moves and B clip. Anyway, go ahead.
I got to get back on it.
We get you there. I just have I have an issue with it because, you know, they like to come and nerf everything because casual players like to jump on and be like, it sucks because they can beat me. You know how I can beat you? Because I've worked hard.
Be glad you haven't played Shadowkeep yet.
I've heard.
Every freaking weapon has been nerfed. Everything.
It just dropped.
Why?
They just nerfed it to Lesto because we're giving instant supers.
Yeah, I saw that and I'm so mad I wasn't there for it.
Oh.
You can drop them on the ground. You can shoot the things on the ground. And then what did you do?
I didn't use it. I don't know. I
forgot what you had to do. You shot the things on the ground and then I think you threw a grenade or a rocket or something crazy. And they would all blow up and give you an instant super.
That sounds dope.
That was like a glitch. There was no glitch. That was a super glitch. Telesto was giving people instant super, and that was like my favorite. That's my favorite fusion rifle.
I'm pretty sure about
except for Kieran's Fire. Shout out to D1. Kieran's Fire was dope. It was like basically what the what's the one one that shoots like the instant shot after you shoot is the Merciless. It's an exotic. You get one shot on it, then it shoots another one instantly. It's kind of what the Vex Mythicast was back in the day, but Kieran's Fire was like the fastest fusion rifle ever.
Yeah, I don't.
Back when me and my boys played D1.
I got on D1. I played it for like 2 weeks and gave it up because I'm a big Call of Duty fan. And then I regretted it after someone was like, you gotta jump on Forsaken. And I said, well, let me try it. And like I beat everything in like 2 weeks just so I could play Forsaken. So I'm a little pissed that I didn't stick with.
She's gonna get back to it because I'm gonna get back to it. So
no, I gotta get back on it.
I am.
Because there's so much shit
all I can do get on right now is get candy.
As soon as I get 35.
Because that's over next week. So.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I got it because I want that. I need to get back on it because I really like playing that. I like playing the forest when they do except for the moments of triumph.
Except?
Not the Moments of Triumph. What's the one where you get the armor and then the armor changes after you do a million things and then you get the other armor?
Solstice.
Solstice.
Okay.
Bump that shit.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick pause.
For the cause.
And we'll be back. We'll be back.
You gonna pause it? That's not,
Yeah.
Right.
Alright, so what are we looking at? So this is straight up reaction now. Yes, this is. Oh, after he watches it. Oh, I'm so excited about this.
Don't waste your time on all the junk of life. Spend your precious hours doing what will bring out the real you. Brilliant, passionate you. That's ready to contribute something meaningful into this world. Look at the gig. I really need a haircut today, man. Can you fit me in?
What?
So what do you want to be?
Probably for doing this funny cowboy dance.
Great.
Okay. Somebody give me a date. Get it?
Nope, you don't get a date. It just say.
I'm gonna say, Myra, Daddy done a date. I know where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the year 2027.
Yeah. Now, it actually comes out in 2021.
Which is cool.
Yeah, so.
Now, do you know who the voice is? You guys?
I forgot. I didn't even. I looked it up.
Sound like
first,
Jimmy.
but I don't remember.
It's Questlove. So I saw the trailer and then I happened to come across his IG and he was explaining how like he got the phone calls. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'll score it." They was like, "No." So he was like, "Oh, so you want me to help some people with some musical direction or something?" They was like, "No." It was like, he was like, "So what do you need me for?" Like I know people, I can give people. That was like, "No, we want you to voice." Yeah. He was like, he was just stuck. They was like, "Hello."
Was Jimmy Fallon okay with that?
I don't know. I didn't ask
You
about
need
it.
to be okay with it.
I was joking because they're you know. I don't
They're
want to say
cool.
they own the Roots because that doesn't sound right.
It doesn't. But I mean, Jimmy pays them well. So
I would love to be stuck on a show like that, doing something I love, playing music.
You get paid to do it.
First of all, I just want to say, when the sin goes down, give it here. And don't say nothing, just give it here. And don't say nothing with the end on that.
You went full black thought.
Give it here. Don't say nothing, just give it here. And don't say nothing. That's actually when I discovered I like the Roots.
that's me.
That was the one?
Yeah, I was what, 12 when that came out. I didn't really know the Roots like that. But when I heard that song, I was like, let me go into this discography. It wasn't a lot, but I was like, man.
That's not what got me.
What was it?
What got you?
Gosh. I can only sing it. I don't want to sing it.
You should sing it.
Hell no.
Do it. Do it. Do it for camera.
That's why I won't do it. It's the good one. It's the one where Jill Scott was supposed to be on, but Erykah Badu.
Yeah, the one Jill Scott was on. That's what I'm talking about.
What song is that?
It's the one where the video that he's walking down the street, everybody's dead.
The projects.
Oh.
I can't think of the title, but I can
sing it.
If you don't worry about what.
Yeah.
That was. I love that. I love that.
Yeah,
From that definite moment, I was like.
That's fun to realize when you discovered you like an artist.
Like I still haven't discovered when I started liking Tekashi 6ix9ine. I don't think I do.
I don't think you'll ever discover. I
mean, let me know when you find out.
But I will say that Gummo song.
Which one?
I mean, you can't deny that you didn't like it.
Wait, which one?
With the blinky jump. Yeah, you can't deny that song.
I have a big issue with
fun.
discovering whose artists are like what songs belong to people. Because I absolutely love London,
Who?
London.
Who's London?
It's the name of the song.
Oh, London. Oh, you gonna make me at London.
Yes. And then I found out it belonged to
Oh.
Yes.
I don't know who this song belongs to. I'm about to look it up, but never mind. Hold on. I just...
You gotta type in the London.
Yeah, you have to type in the London. Like, the song is dope. The chorus is absolutely fire, and I love J. Cole's part.
You see that first?
You see?
That's who the
That's
song
who it belongs
to. So you see me go.
I feel hurt.
Oh, you're a fan?
I'm not. No. I like the song.
You like the song?
And it,
I was going to watch it.
right behind you. I'm gonna have to knock this child out.
Speaking of children, well, no, go ahead. What else are we gonna talk about?
I'm confused. We
So
can
we
say
done
that
video
now.
games. We
Talk about it later.
went through music quick.
Oh, it's time for
Okay.
anime.
You ready for it? But you got the children, so
You said children now.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so-
I'm just talking about this string of teachers that's about it.
Let me say something.
I want to talk about this string of teachers that's about it. First of all, let's talk about Iroquois Is it high school? High school, where the student had a cell phone and the substitute told him to put the phone up. He said, "Yo, put that phone up." She said, "It's not bothering me." He said, "It's bothering something." The point is, they ended up in each other's face, and the student decided. First of all, let me point out. First of all, the student's black. This substitute teacher, is white. The student pushed the teacher. The teacher, I don't know where she was raised, but shout out to you. She grabbed him and threw him into some desk. Not only that, when she fell and then she went back at him, he pushed her away again. She proceeded to take off her jacket like she knew it was about to go down.
Wow.
Yo, she was like,
Right,
let's
you
go.
ready to scrap? I'm just a sub. You don't pay me enough for this.
I am sick
Man.
of these students thinking that they could beat up on these teachers, thinking they could come up, because what my friend said was really cool. She said, first of all, they made a big news story out of it, and I'm so glad the student got arrested. Good for him. Student got arrested because she said he act like he's so respectful on TV, but he obviously don't respect his mama, don't respect authority figures, and doesn't respect, it was something else, rules or something like that.
Right.
The point is like, you don't respect your mama because you hit on a woman. You don't respect authority figures because she was a teacher at that. And I don't care what you say, a teacher is an authority figure.
Yeah.
Someone that can tell you what you need to be doing when your parents are not around. And you don't
Yes,
respect rules, because I don't know anybody, unless you are in a BYOD class, bring your own device, class, should you have your cell phone out. I can't even have my cell phone at work for 12 hours straight. And I've been suspended for it. But anyway, a whole different story. But it was just crazy to me. And then the other student, once again, goes back, cocks back a slap, and slaps the teacher in the face. Now, this one, the teacher might have took it a little overboard, but y'all better stop thinking. Like Whoopi Goldberg said, you cannot hit somebody and not expect to get hit back. These are new breeds of children. Those are new breeds of teachers. They know what they're coming against. They know what they're coming up against. Because I couldn't do it. I could not do it, substitute or otherwise. I could not do it. But she slapped the teacher. The teacher cocked back a whole punch. I mean, when I say she went backward and jabbed
And
the
he's a high
student.
schooler, right?
Grabbed him. Yep, knocked out the 10 and stomped on the head. But one time.
Whoa.
These teachers in the
Now-
streets.
The students.
Now, here's a part of the issue. Now, I don't know if anyone has seen the video about the mom going up to the school and giving Shorty a good couple.
We just watched that this morning.
Okay.
Oh, she rocked him. Oh man, she was. Yo, hold on, I gotta stand up. Dang, I'm about to fall.
Don't fall.
She got him in his face. She was like, you won't.
She did.
She was like, you won't be in that room for the rest of your life.
She did.
It's gonna be me and you. Yo.
But now you know what? I don't have a problem with the only problem I had with the speech was the language. Because
Yeah.
she looked about 5 to 7. Like, It's alright.
Okay.
Whatever it is.
Sorry.
He like shorty looked itty bitty.
Okay.
The language was the issue. She gave him good 5 whacks, and personally, like that's nothing until you growing up with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Like my mom used to throw whole refrigerators at me. So him getting popped with a belt, in my eyes, was that was fine. I saw it as the lady being at the end of her rope, and she had nothing else to do. Now I'm gonna call out her people, cause Sharkeisha, recording
with the camera
and putting it on Facebook for us to sit here and get a good kiki out of it. That's wrong. Y'all should have checked homegirl for using that language on school property, because we know we can't do that in public. And now mama's behind bars.
But yeah, and that's unfortunate. It's a couple of things I have with this. One, to get to that point where the teacher, well, first of all, shout out to the mother for taking the child out that she cooking, because that's the other thing she do. She be cooking.
Ooh.
Oh!
Stay over there. Talk to the people.
Baby's cookies.
She got none.
There you go. Chocolate Stone agrees. So anyway, but no, for real though, she took him out of the classroom. First of all, she called the teachers called the parent. They didn't put hands on the child. Called them out, brought him out of there, whooped him like she probably should have, because that's the way I grew up.
You get.
She did, but the problem was, y'all have to see the video. She talked to him like he was some dude on the street.
That's the problem.
I couldn't get with. But what's crazy to me is when he was getting whooped and getting talked to like that, the teacher sat back and didn't say anything. But the reason
was shook.
Now, that could be it. But here's the other thing: how bad was that kid for the teacher not to say a word?
Look, I didn't think about it that way.
But what was funny to me,
the fact that the teacher, if we play the video back, to me, the teacher looked shook. But she was like, "Where he at?" And she was like, "He in the lunchroom." And when she came out, and mom was all up in the grill,
but
the teacher was
like,
him.
But here's the funny part to me. This is my favorite part. But she was like, "You want me in that room for the rest of your life?" Da 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 da. Boo boo boo. Y'all have a nice day.
She did. She did. I respected that part. All right, I'm go.
But she was right, but then she said these teachers do not have to come here and teach y'all bad asses every day.
They don't.
But they do. So now that might be preventing him from becoming one of them teachers who got to become one of them students that got to square up with a teacher in the future.
And I hope so, because somebody that I know is in education, and they have to ride the bus some afternoons. And the other day they rode the bus, and the 7-year-old jumped up and got bad. This person came home with scars on their arm, beat up from a 7-year-old trying not to put their hands on someone else's child.
I'll be back.
It's like, and I'm sitting here thinking like, call a mama, and then they said, well, they got 2 other siblings on the bus.
Right.
So I'm like, well, if the older sibling is on the bus, they're not checking for each other. My Irish twins check each other all the time, and one gonna snitch. Irish twins. When they're 18 months apart, they're called Irish twins. Oh. So my Irish twins, they check on each other all the time. So my thought process was, if this was one of my girls, and this happened, and one of them was wilding out, I would hope that the other one went home and was like, yo, Ma, Ghost Gamer was wilding on the bus, and I don't know what to do. And I just would have said to LBP, well, we're going to talk about it. We're going to call the school. We're going to get it straight. But I'm seeing an intermission coming. We got a lot of action.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I use their tags.
Pause for the cause.
Pause for the cause. Are we back?
Yeah. Like I said, it's just... to me, it's just getting crazy with these teachers. That's all I had to say about it. I mean, hey, I'm over them. I'm over these students. But no, it's all right.
So I had cookies during the break, and he just finished up.
That's your man.
This is fresh out the freezer.
Shit, that's weird. I can't eat no refrigerated chocolate.
What?
That's weird.
What?
Lord forgive me.
I can't do refrigerated chocolate.
It's like, especially if there's any leverage fans out there, you will appreciate me taking this chocolate out of the freezer.
Before we go, what's that little yo? Star Wars fans?
Oh wow. Yeah,
I'm a little strong with the bacon thing.
It's BBA.
it is. So anyway, I'm done with these kids and these teachers. Just y'all teachers, y'all be safe out there. And please don't take it overboard. Parents, again, you too, don't take it overboard. When it comes to disciplining your children, do what I do. Make your child hold up a box full of stuff.
You put him in the corner.
Just let him hold
You know,
up.
like laundry detergent breaks.
He'll appreciate it.
You know.
Okay, let's go on.
Okay, so we're gonna do the anime portion here. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I got stuck in this wormhole last night.
Wait, first of all, what you get stuck in the wormhole in?
And I was watching this thing.
What thing were you watching?
The internet.
What thing? What thing on the internet?
You ain't gonna be mad right now. You gonna do that?
What thing on the internet could you possibly have been watching?
Now, see,
What you got?
Favo, in the words of a guest that was on this other show, I'm gonna say this: no more free promos. No more free promos. No more free promos.
Said no more free promos.
They got their spot.
I'm not gonna tell you what she was watching, but I will give you a hint. I'm in it too. Just so you know. But seriously, first of all, she told us to watch an anime. I did not watch the first 3 episodes like I was supposed to, and I'm thinking I was slacking. Then Mr. Overachiever here talking.
Hey,
He up to 6 episodes.
He on
I just
episode
started
6.
watching. It kept going.
But then the person that told us
ain't watched nothing.
I got caught up.
she got caught in a wormhole
I got caught in the wormhole.
of something that I might also be in.
And then when I finished that wormhole, I was in the creative studios with Nikki G, because she was doing her podcast last night, Delusions of Bliss. Go check that out. It's on all your social media outlets. So
Grief.
by the time that was done, like, they were here. So they were watching. I can't pronounce it.
I want to say is Haikyuu.
That's what I want to say.
That's what
I
I'm
say
going
Haikyuu.
Haikyuu. So it is it's inspired by a championship match that the guy sees on TV in the junior high school. Oh, I thought they almost said hentai for a moment. I was like, wait a minute.
Balls ain't the only thing. they only hitting volleyballs. Sorry.
So they got to see at least the first 2 episodes.
Yes.
So
Very cool.
I am going to watch when this is over, so I can catch up, and then the next time we meet, I can be like on par.
Wait, before we get into this, hey, could you tell them what anime I did make you watch?
We're not going to discuss the pain.
Wait, what?
Anime I made her watch.
So he mentioned for me to watch this before, and I started watching it. Got a couple of episodes in, got sidetracked by our slew of animes. So he brings it full circle. Thank you, Courtney Lynette. He brings it full circle, and he says, I need you to watch Angel Beats again. I started watching it again. You got to watch Angel Beats. Oh, dear Lord, the ending, it broke my heart. I just wanted to get on the phone and call him and curse him completely out. Don't do that to me. If you've watched Angel Beats,
I can listen to that. I don't think I need to watch it.
if you watch Angel Beats, you'll understand. Like, I love the story. I love the premise. Like, everything was wonderful. I love everything that happens until the end. And like, my heart.
But in the words of black people, yes, this kid woke up dead. I'm just
Oh,
gonna go from
I
there.
started watching that.
He wakes up dead.
Watch it and finish it.
Finish it. It's only 13 episodes. Only 13 episodes.
And they're barely 20 minutes.
And they're barely 20 minutes. But you get so much. So much.
Oh, so much. So much.
And
it's like
woke up dead.
It's one of those where the heart and the strings and I literally started tearing up where I was, which kind of pissing me off because I'm a G. I don't do that.
But yeah, it's ooh. Okay, back to Haikyuu.
No, that's y'all, because like I missed it.
Okay, so
I'm gonna watch it. They're gonna talk about
I'm gonna go with what I watched
episodes.
because I watched 2 full episodes. So this kid, he's in junior high school. Apparently, he's always wanted to play volleyball. Ever since he sat back and watched some volleyball championship, he was excited.
Probably DOA.
Nobody, is that a video game or is that a show?
a video game that they made it into an awesome movie.
The volleyball part?
Mm-hmm. I had seen.
I've never seen it.
Wait, volleyball?
I know DOA had volleyball, but
DOA is a volleyball fighting game.
Well, I know what deal is.
And you've never seen the movie?
I didn't see volleyball in the movie.
There was a short scene when they were on the beach.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I remember.
Okay, so he decides that he wants to play volleyball, but he can't find anybody. He was the only person in the volleyball club. You know, Japanese schools got clubs for everything.
No sports.
So he was stuck playing by himself. So then he goes into his first game with a bunch of people who don't play.
Tournament.
In a tournament. Somehow that he barely made. And he goes and plays against, what was his name, this other school?
I don't know.
Anyway.
The king of the court.
Right. The other school had this guy called the king of the court. And he was very aggressive. His team was very, you know, they were just really good. They were good. So the problem is that he had nobody else to play with, but he was getting smacked up. But the kid, the king of the court, saw that he had
the drive,
the potential, the movements. Because, man, I tell you, one time that ball went into the air, he said, it was like in the air. You know, you do them.
You thought it was Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. He moved. So, there you have it. So, anyway, eventually, ultimately ends up losing the game. I'm not going to give it the whole thing. But
that's only first.
Then he ends up going to high school in the same episode. And goes, you know, he's determined to beat this kid because
his
he's the king
rival
of the
he made.
Rival that he made.
And turns out they're on the same club now.
And they end up in the same club in high school. So now they're on the same team and they have to deal with it.
Those the first two episodes?
That was the first two episodes.
Oh.
The second episode, they actually get kicked out of the volleyball club and have to reapply.
Right.
Because they ignored the captain and the vice principal not just to pay off and all that other stuff.
Pushed back.
Yeah, it wasn't pushed back. It went across the room.
Landed on somebody else's head.
And what happened, they had gotten kicked out and had to figure out how to work together. The kid being so athletic, but he really didn't have any talent in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's his name?
Hinata.
Yeah, Hinata. Is that his head?
Hinata.
Yeah, that's the one I thought almost said Heinze. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Hinata, right? The spiker is a low talent, but he's got really good athleticism. Like, he can get anywhere on that court. And Kageyama, the setter, is what they call the king of the court, but he's only the king of the court because he is egocentric and demands his team to be better.
And for those of you who do not play volleyball, when you have to set, you have to have your arms out like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you talking about when he's setting for the spikes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's a bump. My bad. This is a bump.
Yeah.
You have to do the bump, and then the next person has to set for the spike. Yeah.
And his team, he would do these really weird set tosses.
Oh, yeah.
And the team could never get there fast enough. He would yell, and he was supposed to be a legend for nationals in the junior high. And when they got there, his team gave out on him. They were sick of it, and he lost, and then it broke his spirit. So, in high school, they trying to get everything back to good. They're trying to get on the volleyball club. And the way they had to do it, so they got kicked out initially, they had to team up, figure out how to work together, and then they do the 3-on-3 against the other two first years.
Wait. I'm not there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm not there yet.
I was intrigued. I was okay.
We're not gonna give it all away for everybody, but
so I guess I gotta stop there since
I think everybody.
Some
we'll all
people
catch up.
didn't.
We catch up and then
I
we
just
can
think
comment
everybody should watch
and
it.
we can talk about it as it goes on.
Right. So
I'm gonna do.
And if you suggest that we watch something,
You better be the first one
I
on
think
the
you should
watch
watch it.
I'm just saying.
Granted, I'm usually on top of my job, so like.
But
I just
you
wasn't
know, I can't put too much blame on her because she was watching something else
That somebody else is in.
that somebody else is in.
Oh yeah.
Just so y'all.
You know, just drop mine.
You're right to right before the
No.
3-on-3, right?
Not at all. I'm going
that's
to the 3-on-3. So
No, I'm just saying you just make sure you free promo this.
oh, I will do that. Don't think this is gonna come full circle because you're gonna see me doing the same thing. My head gonna be turned this way. Like, just so y'all know, something else that
Just so y'all know.
I'm breaking stuff. Don't pay attention. Don't focus on what's down there.
But if you fall though,
the positive.
that's gonna be a big
That's a whole
thug.
different story.
No,
Man.
can't have you like turn into a meme.
I'll be the first to do it. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I had to do it.
Because my chin hit this.
So
Because
I think I was trying to sing the other
That's
song.
a
That's
meme.
what you sing though?
that was the meme. But,
Yeah, but if you would have fell, that's not the song that would have started singing.
which one?
I will
Be slow mo and go straight to black and white. We just,
Do the wasted.
Just make it happen. Make it happen. So we're gonna try to wrap this up because you right. So November 29th is our anniversary. 1 year.
yay!
1 year.
Bye.
So they don't know it yet, but we're taking before and after pictures because I still have our picture from.
The first one?
Yes, that's actually my login from my laptop,
Ooh.
and we're gonna have to do another one. And I mean, if anything, it needs to be our. You know. It's not. You're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. And you're lucky I'm not saying put on the same exact clothes.
Ooh, look at the time.
I'll be hitting the Dutch tail.
This has been UA.
Well, I mean, if you're
We gotta
gonna
put it on matching outfits. Oh my goodness.
let me see if you gonna put the same exact outfit on, Jack. I probably can't even find that
I
shit.
don't know what I was.
Oh, I can tell you. You want me to show you?
No, I don't want to see it.
Okay, that's
I don't
what
think I have that shirt anymore.
It's a great shirt. It's
If
okay.
I do, it's in storage. I mean,
But
What's your
it's
brand?
coming up. We do have an event coming up. We're gonna have a streaming event for our anniversary. We're gonna figure out how to work that out and what we're streaming. If you got suggestions, please drop them below. Would love to play anything free.
free.
Yeah.
Free is
I
good.
like free stuff.
Free's good. So if you can find a good, and we're all on PS4,
Unless
unless.
you're willing to donate a streaming service.
Taking donations. It's Christmas time, y'all. Right there. See? You see it, right?
That's it.
Mhm.
Thanks, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
We
Taking
appreciate it.
donations.
Yes, but absolutely. I don't know what for though. If you gotta like give a suggestion.
But the game or
I mean,
Yeah.
because I looked up Overwatch and I can try to get that for you.
Okay, so they're trying to get me on Overwatch.
What we're trying to do is I'm trying to get y'all on Shadowkeep.
yeah, because
Slacking.
that's where we started.
That is where we started.
We kind of
And,
got to get back to it.
and if we can get to that by anniversary date, that's exactly what we'll be streaming because we'll be kind of.
catching up. Woo!
I'm not
Yeah,
worried about
some
that.
shit.
I just want to get some candy.
I almost got
Candy!
28%.
It's gonna be over in a week. I mean,
Candy.
and then you got to get the
I'm
gun
gonna get some
for
of
it.
that
and all
candy.
that
I'm
stuff.
gonna get the gun.
I
I'm
gotta
almost
get the
there.
gun.
I only need one more mask.
I gotta go get the
Mask
acquisition
off?
for it.
Oh, that
Oh, you
one.
can't get the gun without the acquisition?
No.
At all? Like not even a perfected one? Oh man, how do you get the acquisition? You gotta have shadow people, don't you?
Well,
No, yeah, just the Warmine.
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta go back to break check for that.
how do you get it? Oh wait, no. We'll get into that later.
we'll get into that later. So I'm sorry if this was mentioned, and now I need to look up these lyrics because they got me thinking differently now. Like I thought I knew what something meant. So either way, I'm gonna sign off. So,
Yep.
I'm Jenny Martin.
Unconscious atmosphere.
Low File Taco 5-0.
Even though no video game company lets me use my entire name, that's okay.
We'll discuss that in our next one.
I just
Okay.
need a couple more characters, y'all. Just a
He needs at
couple
least 10 more.
10 more.
10.
Whoa.
And yeah. See you soon.
Bye guys.
Peace.